What's up, guys? It's KM Live back in here again. So today we got two clips from the infamous Joy Taylor. She's obviously made an appearance on the channel before, and her opinions are something else, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Very opinionated lady.
And the reason why what she's saying is important, why I'm sharing these two separate clips today, is because there's actually a lot of other women who believe in what she believes in, and we just want to speak on that. We want to speak on it, whether against it or for it, doesn't really matter. We just want to speak on it because I feel like these are conversations that need to be had because, bro, if you don't say anything, it becomes a problem later. Like when you try to ignore it, the pile just starts building and building. And I feel like more dudes need to speak on it. And no, you don't have to be famous to do it. You could be an average guy. I feel like people need to have these conversations because otherwise dudes are going to end up falling into the trap of thinking like the way they think is right. And it's crazy, bro. No, this shit is something else. But enough of my yapping. Let's get into it.
Yep.
Are women that hard to talk to?
You know what? When I was like a girl dating dudes, I didn't get it. But when I had to be the person, because like I think one thing that women don't think about is like, you don't have to approach anybody. Just the idea of approaching someone is a lot, right? It's just the idea of I don't know you.
Right, but on the
I
other
don't know
side of that
what's
is,
up with you.
on the other side of that is sex.
But wait.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Come on.
Like
now,
you really
bruh.
stating the obvious here.
Bruh, like
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Just because there's the sex on the other side doesn't mean it's gonna be easy for you to get it.
like she made it sound like
Well, if you just talk up to a girl, she's gonna be wide open.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like,
we
no.
understand that. That's the point. It's getting to that point is the problem. But let her continue making it.
Sometimes.
but like if you do it right, it could be.
Yeah, but it's still like it's still uncomfortable, you know, because you don't know. And you don't know the reaction. And women are mean. Women are fucking mean. Women can be so mean. And especially, I think.
Bro, why'd she look like that? Why'd she look away? You saw her.
Bro, because she's full of bro. She can captain.
She looked away. She was like, well, why you saying that? Why you saying it like that? Like,
Bro,
I don't know. That's weird, bro.
Like,
I don't think that's true.
The sports dudes who've been observing the women that be on these sports podcasts or ESPN, whatever. Yo, they've seen the early days of when they first started and how they're transitioning now, and it's like, yeah, dudes are noticing their behavior and what they believe in, and saying, I guess, controversial or like things is like, hold on, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, she looking like her what they say in the Matrix. They say like the NPCs get their world shook, like they start glitching. She started glitching, bro.
To, I would say, masculine presenting people as a masculine presenting person, but like to men, women are mean, and like I think y'all think it's totally okay to be mean because of what men have been to you in society.
Yeah,
but it's like. It's fucked up. Like I was out with my ex and her friend. We were like in Martha's Vineyard. We're like hanging out at this bar, and this guy like he's clearly trying to talk to them, and her friend is clearly out of this guy's league, but he's trying, and he's not being rude, but he doesn't really got it, and he's like, hey, yeah, like y'all want a drink? She's like, no, and she turns around. He's like, oh, that's cool. Like, where y'all from? She turns to my girl. And she's like, why does he keep talking to me? And I'm like, this is fucking mean. This is mean. She's like, I don't know why he's over here. I don't know why he's, and I'm like, dog, he's just like trying to find his way. Damn! But he don't know. You could just be nice.
he's just doing his best.
He's just doing his fucking best. And it's hard. Like, and you need a lot of shit. You gotta think, you're also competing with other men. You know that. You're aware of that, right? And it's like with women competition, it's not just like you look better than this motherfucker. It's like, do you have your shit together? The ugly nigga could beat out a good looking nigga if he has a shit way more together and he could just present himself way better.
They actually usually do.
Bong. So you also are dealing with that. So like, imagine like I think about when I was out here getting pussy as a broke nigga. Do you know how hard that is to really be out here with no money trying to talk to bitches? Like women don't think.
Stop the cap.
That's not true, bro. I'm gonna say I disagree with that. If anything, actually, when you got less, you got more time on your hands. You got more time to talk. You got more time to give them attention. Just depends whether she's attracted to you or not. I feel like that's where it hones in. Like all the other shit is just like extra fluff. Oh, you got a career. Oh, you got this going on. Oh, you got money. Nah, bro. Most of them, bro, they giving it up for free, bro, for the right dude, bro. I ain't trying to hear that.
But we don't care.
Yeah, mean. I don't give a fuck.
But I'm okay. I'm
So it's
I'm
hard.
supposed to be defending us right now.
It's hard.
She's trying to like engage in the war, bro. She's trying to like defend what, bro? Like it's exactly what she just said, but she gonna try to rationalize why that type of behavior is okay and it's not. There is a way to go about it. Now, I will say this though. Sometimes a girl being mean when you try to approach her is her way of trying to get you to back down. Like, like trying to make your, willfully back down, sir. Do not engage any further. You see me disrespecting you, I hope you take this as a sign. Because some dudes, if you still keep being nice, they think they still have a chance.
Nah, shit, you rude to me. I'm done with you.
But some dudes, in America, it's like, oh, I like the attitude, I like the sassy, because here in America, a woman being disrespectful and loud and masculine is actually appreciated versus other places. But here, it's very championed, very much is. I cannot disagree with that.
Say.
You don't even really feel like you're.
I don't agree with the behavior, but I'm aware of the situation. Is all I'm saying.
A player till you got some bread. Once you like finally like you're like, oh, now I could actually do something.
Yeah.
I could actually do something. But like I should get an award for how much pussy I got broke.
What?
Cause that's real work. You're really
It is
working.
work. But that's what I'm saying. Like
You're working.
these kids don't understand the work that you have to put in to be broke and to go out and approach women and get women.
And even when you got it and you're like, even me now as a confident person who's like, I look good, I can, it's still like, she's holding all the cards a little bit. I can't let her fully show that, but she is, because she could just diss me. Like she could just, because I'm the one putting myself out there.
Yeah, I can't.
That's what it really is. I'm
in
putting
a
myself out
different
there.
space now. Like when I was younger, I was completely vicious to men. But
Yeah, I'm not
you know,
surprised.
I'm like,
Like you saying this, I'm not surprised. Yo,
At least she's owning up to it, bro. At least she not. When somebody comes at her about it, she ain't gonna try to deny it. We'll say that.
Yep.
a public figure now. So if someone approaches me, I don't default to being mean
Yeah,
because
but-
I don't know why. I don't know if they're just coming up to say they like the show.
But that's not good.
Why?
It's not because it's wrong. You didn't say I stopped being me because it's wrong to do. You were like, I'm just in a new position and I can't shit on these niggas the way I normally would.
Fact. See, see, look, I want to stop this right here because she's joking about it, but she did like
Just admit to basically, it's basically facetious.
this
It's like,
basic correcting her. It's like, hold on, it's like just because you got a new position now, now it's like I have to uphold this facade of I have to be nice.
so you're basically
basically you're her fans, but I gotta be nice to these motherfuckers now.
That's why that's why I don't feel bad. Anybody, all her supporters, I don't feel bad for you dudes. Like y'all dudes that keep supporting them, bro. Like I said, we uplift bad people, and then when they turn out to be exactly who we thought they were. I mean, when the normies or them find out like, oh, these people ain't shit. I mean, bro, there was plenty of signs before this, but because maybe they're attractive, maybe they play the sport that you like, I'm like, bro, you can't be giving people that much. You have to judge them by their behavior, and a good indicator of that is how they treat people they don't know. That's a great indicator right there. You want to know how somebody is? Go see how they interact with a stranger that's coming at them with respect or coming at them in a normal setting, and see how they act. That should let you know who their character is, who they are. And then at that point you move accordingly. But we like to put celebrities damn near above biblical figures at this point. They celebrity culture is a religion by itself, bro. I'm like, bro, y'all people are insane, bro. I need to chill.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair, but motherfuckers be crazy. Like some men are genuinely nice, and they're just doing their best. Like this guy sounds like he was. But others are like fucking rude, or they say wild shit to you, or they fucking grab you.
But you know what it is too? I'm not defending any of it, but as a person who's tried many approaches, you're just shooting. You're just like, yo, all right, today I'm nice, nigga, and I'm just gonna try to be nice, nigga.
But the reason why they do it is because it gets their attention. You gotta understand, dudes do certain behaviors because there are women who validate it. Remember that one dude we was reacting to when he was I think a bodyguard at the club, and one of the girls that he was going to the club with, he pulled her hair and she reacted to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like some women like bad behavior from dudes. They like it when you, like, confidently, in a confident way of trying to get at them. Like,
Yeah, everybody seen on social media when the dudes interacting with the DMs. With a chick who got a lot of dudes in her DMs, the dudes would just say something off the wall disrespectful to get her attention.
because
And
of the
I already
disrespect.
already grabs her because he ain't saying the same robotic stuff like the other dudes are doing.
He's not trying to be like super nice and trying to be all like kiss my ass. Basically, it's kind of like when people they see disrespect as you being confident. But like I said before, there's nuances to this because in some cases, like for instance, like in a sport, right? You don't want to be nice to your opponent. You have respect for your opponent, but you're there to destroy each other. So you don't need to be nice at that point. You have to harp in on the savage inside of you, right? With of the situation. But in cases like this, where it's like you have laws where it's kind of like if a dude comes at a woman too disrespectful, he could end up going to jail, or he could end up getting a case thrown against him, ruin his reputation. So he when he does that, he's already putting his livelihood on the line, coming at them that way. So it's just kind of like, bro, like I personally don't like it. I don't like in our culture that you have to be mean to get respect. I feel like that's dumb in general, in my opinion.
Nigga, now I'm gonna see how much pussy I get.
Because in other countries, it'll be off with your head, bro.
And then you're like, you know what?
I'm gonna be asshole.
I'm gonna be asshole, nigga. I'm gonna be flexy, nigga. Like, let's see what that garnishes me out in the world.
Yeah, I try my best to look unapproachable. So I'm probably the mean bitch. I probably am.
Any pretty girl like who knows she's bad, bro, that's already.
But it's not because
you're already dealing with. Come on, man.
It's not because like I want to be mean. Sometimes I just don't want to be talked to. And I get that men don't know that. Maybe we need like
how am I supposed to know?
We should just get like lights.
And also,
like we should get like light bands.
You're not gonna talk to me.
It's like green light.
My God, bro.
Is cool. Like red light, I'm just here to have a drink with my girlfriend.
You're
I don't
not
want to
gonna
talk
to me. And it's like I'm always put in a position to
I
approach.
talk to men though.
Always put in a position to approach.
See, this is the other issue with that. See, when they get the same energy returned back to them, now you're gay. Now you're this.
You don't want this pussy. Like, yo, I thought you was like about it. Like, what's up?
Right. Now when the dude backs up and be like, yo, don't talk to me. No, I don't want to give you no money. No, I don't want to trick. No, I don't want to do that.
I ain't
You
buying
must
no
be
drink.
gay. I ain't buying no drink. It's like now you gay. Now it's all this stuff. Like when dudes give them the same energy, now it's a problem. That's the issue with this conversation as a whole. Like they feel like they're the only ones who should hold the cards to social interactions, bruh. No, you do not. You do not hold the cards. No, bruh. It should go on both ends. It should be like an even,
And like you gotta understand, you go into a public place anyway. Like you go into a club or a bar, like somebody's gonna approach you. Those are places people talk to people at during nightlife. If you don't want to be approached by anybody, sit your ass at home and drink with your girlfriend.
It's crazy, bro. Like, I mean, it's just like, how can you be mad that people want to come talk to you? And that's the thing. You could literally just say, hey, I'm not interested. But I get it. If you have to say that, like, you have to say that like 7 times a day, 10 times a day. 'Cause I know women get approached a lot. I know. I have women in my life who complain about this as well. I know they get approached a lot and they get tired of it. But here's my thing. My thing is that's y'all. I feel like that's y'all, dude. That's y'all. Like, I'm trying to find the word for it.
That's what something that comes natural to y'all.
Yes, exactly.
Like that's
Like, it's just the same thing about people being afraid of men. I can't help that you're afraid of me because you see my muscles, because you see that I'm big. Oh, he's gonna try to attack me. I can't help that fear. That's a natural instinct, and that's what I'm saying. If you're a woman and you're beautiful, of course you're going to attract things to you. That's just the way it is. But you can't control stop and go.
But
that
I know
attraction.
one thing. If you start getting ignored and nobody talk to you, you're gonna be complaining,
bruh. They want to throw
You
themselves
go
off a
from
cliff,
one end extreme to another. Oh, like why does nobody want to talk to me? I was like, look, you can't have it. This is like, I know it's an issue, but those are like small world problems. Like you should be grateful somebody even wanted to talk to you or give you at least to some degree acknowledge your existence. Because a lot of people out here go out their way try to look their best and don't get the attention that they want.
Another point on what you just said is like, she says she tries to make herself unattractive. That's cap. Go start walking out in a hoodie and sweats, bro. We'll see then, bro. You be going out dressed up, don't you? Like, nah, bro. Be wearing tight clothes and everything. Nah, bro. Wear some baggy clothes. Be real dressed down. No makeup, nothing. Trust me, you probably get much less.
You probably still get attention.
I mean,
girls trying to do that. And they still get attention.
It could. Hey, we ain't seen it yet though. We ain't seen her caught slipping yet, bro. Because the paparazzi will let us know, bro. Yo, you know when the celebrities be looking down bad, they be catching up on their horrible days. Yeah, bro. You need one of those.
I mean, I've been talked to. Let me not say that.
Yeah.
I've been approached by women for sure. But I'm just saying, like, especially when you're like, I'm going to a bar, I'm going out, there's gonna be women around. It's like, there's a little bit of the understanding of like, I should approach, hey,
Right.
whatever, would you like a drink?
I think it's the
whatever,
setting
whatever.
though. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that I will say about men that are approaching. At least in my experience, when it's like, I feel the need to be mean, is okay, like I'm at a table with my girls, we not looking around, like we just look good. We're just out in the world looking good. Cause that's what the fuck we do. We're talking to each other, we're clearly in a deep conversation, and you just come over like just
Posturing.
God, you see we are here having this conversation, minding our business. Why would you do that?
But how is he supposed to know that that's what's happening?
Because we're there minding our business.
Y'all always out together talking.
But like
That's what y'all do.
If we're at the bar, there's like body language. Like if you're sitting in
I'll put it like this. In that situation, you excuse yourself. If you're a dude, you excuse. If you was doing it the respectful way, I'd be like, hey, I know you guys are. I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, but I just wanted to say, yo, you are this and this and this. You're ever interested, blah, 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 blah. That's how probably would be the best way to go about it, and acknowledge everybody at the table. Don't just zero in on her, because then all the girls gonna be like, oh, what about us? You ain't got nothing to say to us, nigga?
They're gonna cock block you like crazy.
Yeah, facts. So it's just like, in that case, then do that. But like I said, this is where I said cold approaching in general is just no. That's why I don't recommend doing it for just any dude. It's just in general, bro, because they got entitled chicks that think like the elitist chicks that think like this, bro. It's annoying, bro. Because even when you get them, this is who you gotta deal with the whole relationship. I'm good on that, bro. Nah, bro.
like you're sitting open towards the thing. Like if we are at a table, like eating like here.
Well, yeah, there's definitely like an energy you can sense. Like, oh no, don't do that.
Men don't read energy.
But it's also just like girls be mean. Like,
that's the thing. He might not get another opportunity to meet you if you don't know when you will see that person again. So you got to just take the risk. You don't know when you'll ever see that person again. But then that comes across as desperate, thirsty, needy, all the other negative connotations.
I mean, like,
if you shouldn't think like you should have abundance. You should see me and ignore me. You
I mean, like,
listen,
whatever that person that you're interested in, you want to talk to, you think she's gonna be here tomorrow or next week?
you don't know.
They just be
Exactly.
just like the people that you go in the airport. You think you're gonna see them at the airport again? Like the airport, it's like it's so random.
Exactly. You only meet some people once in a lifetime. You might not meet them again. You might not get another opportunity to interact with those individuals. So, that's why a lot of dudes just take the chance, because you don't know what the future looks like when it comes to that.
Say like I was recently at this was like maybe last year. I'm at this bar in New York, won't say the bar. I'm chilling, I'm a little buzzed, having a good night. There's this group of women, they're sitting in a little alcove. It's like we're chilling, everybody's drinking. It's not like huddled up. They're kind of sitting like open circled. Boom. I'm like, wow, they look like they're having a good time. I'm fully just on some, not trying to holler at anybody. I'm just like, oh man, it's really dope to see black women out here having a good time. They're like, yeah, well, thank you, appreciate it. I'm like, oh man, like I asked them one more question, like, where you guys from? They answer. And then the girl, she's like, if you ain't buying no drinks and you ain't like, just boom. That's how y'all be though.
That's not how I be.
I'm not saying that's how you be. That's how y'all be.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
You ain't
That
buying
would have been my response to that.
and no drinks
It's y'all.
then yeah, I'm saying to y'all.
Well, I get the gist of the story when it comes to that clip. That's just it's just like I said, the lack of respect. Respect and kindness takes you. I believe that it does take you far. A lot of people don't appreciate that disrespect. I don't even care, even if you are high ranking. Even some people have told me like, bro, you act like this one lady. She said, you don't need to act so humble. You don't have to be so humble and blah 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 blah. Sometimes that can do more damage to you. It was an older lady that I used to work with, and she was saying like, I'm so educated enough. I have a right to brag at least about how I am because of my gifts, but I'm still humble because there's always somebody out there doing 10 times what I'm doing. So I always know that there's room for me to grow. This is why I don't let that shit get to my head. Yeah, I may have one or two accomplishments, but I'm always building on myself. Like I never feel like, oh, I'm just at the top of the mountain and nobody can touch me and I could just talk to people crazy however I want. That's pretty girl talk. That's just, and then eventually y'all end up getting lightning struck on y'all eventually, because now when nobody's hyping up your beauty no more, what else you got now?
Yeah, that's true. It's just that, I really like how I guess she a dyke or whatever. I don't know. I guess she a dyke.
She a dyke.
Yeah, I guess I like how she checked Joy Taylor. She did it in a joking way, but it's like, yeah, just because you're in a new position, you can't be rude to others. Just because you got basically intrinsically, she's telling y'all, just because you got fans, she's gonna treat you like a certain type of way, and that's kind of wrong. And she gives a different insight from a male's perspective, because obviously the men have to do their approaching, and there's always you're going to be in certain situations where when you go and try to interact with women, it's always going to be those one or two or three females is going to make it difficult for you, and that's something you have to go through, kind of persevere in a way of maneuver, so you won't so the situation doesn't escalate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that, she brings up, I just like the dynamic she was having with Joy Taylor to show how, like, yeah, y'all women, y'all been moving kind of different, and it's not in a good way that presents y'all in a good light. So I can definitely respect that. I respect that what she was saying. All right, guys, this is going to conclude what we're going for this video. We're going to have a part 2, so stay tuned for that. So once again, we appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell if you haven't already. If you guys have any recommendations or feedback, let us know in our social media. Comment down below, and we see you guys in the next video.
Peace.